Hello. Welcome back to Keeping Up with Chyna. Today we're back with another video. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about how do locks form, and also like which way do they lock, okay? All right. So we're gonna get started, you guys. So you guys, just washed my hair. I literally just washed it. All I did was put some oil, y'all. It's crazy because I just put oil in them, and it already feels not really dry, but like I feel like it already like sucked all the oils, you guys. It already penetrated and stuff like that. But this is how my hair is looking like at 3 years and 3 years and 11 months, and next month we'll make it 4 years, guys. Like 4 years. I can't believe it, but I'm gonna turn around and show you guys a little lint check of my hair. Okay. All right, like I literally just washed them. They're still very wet. Well, not really, they're damp right now. So yeah, you guys, I'm so excited. It's about to be 4 years now since I've had my locks, and it's just really crazy. But yeah, they're a little frizzy right now, which I don't mind at all. So how do locks form? So I'm gonna try to put pictures here and there so I can show you guys, you know, because some people, they're visual learners, they actually have to see what I'm talking about to really understand. But anyways, how do locks form? So locks basically is matted hair, okay? So in order for locks to form, it's literally just matted hair together. And if you really look closely to your lock, like if you really just look, like take one of your locks and just really observe and just look at them, you will see it's nothing but just matted hair. Like the hair just mashes up together, and then over time the matted hair becomes, you know, tighter, and that's what they call the matured locks, when like the hair has really taken the form of a lock, you know, and it's very, you know, it's just matured. It's like basically, you know, everything is like really just tangled there and just very strong. So that's what I think locks are. And you guys, I'm just you know, speaking based on my opinion of what I think locks are. Some people might have their own definition or their own, you know, way of describing it, but that's just the way that I can describe locks, or at least my locks at least. But yeah, so this is how matured locks I guess would look like. So how do they form? So basically there's different stages that your hair will go through in order for it to be fully locked, fully formed, or whatever. So when you first start off your locks, whether it be comb coils, whether it be twists, plaits, whatever, just let it just do its thing, which they call freeform locks. Like, you know, when they first start off, it's gonna take a while for it to actually to start, because it's a process. Okay, you have to let the hair start, you know, doing what it need to do, which, you know, the first process is called budding. Budding is where like the hair is starting to like mat. And a lot of the time it appears more poofier because it has to like, that's when it starts to like, you know, tangled and stuff. So it puffs up a little bit, and then as it become more mature, as it, you know, start to really mat together and tighter and stuff like that, then it'll slender, like, you know, the lock would, you know, eventually, you know, have like a more slender you know, form. Like it'll actually start to have you know, form into it, you know. And around that time too, you will experience a lot of frizziness, a lot of, you know, a lot of frizz, because your hair is going through that transition from being loose natural to like now being tangled. And if you're not like, you know, retwisting them or whatever, of course it's gonna be kind of like, you know, frizzy, because the hairs are just trying to see what it needs to do. Okay. And then after months, you know, eventually your hair will start to like, you know, really form. I would say for me, my budding phase started, I would say, the first month. It started the first month. It lasted until, I would say, the 6th month. The 6th month is when I really started to notice my locks actually forming and, you know, becoming a little bit more tighter and stuff like that. But my first year is when I feel like my hair was really like locked, not like locked all the way, but like they look like locks and not just little things in my head, you know. Now we're gonna talk about like how do locks, like, you know, grow. A lot of people say, you know, people have their own opinions, of course, of how they think it grows. For me, you know, locks form from, because some people say that it they form from the roots and out. Okay, so you guys see how like I interlocked it not to like about 3 weeks ago, so I don't have that much of new growth. Actually, yeah, I do have like this much of new growth, but like you guys see how like you will always have like this part of in your hair. Why? Because your hair locks from the bottom to up, not really the bottom like up over here, but like from here to the roots. And that's why as your hair grow, you know, as your hair grow, it also locks at the same time. So but that's why to me it was always weird, like especially looking back now at my other pictures and videos. I'm like, my hair was like this short, and you know, I still had like this little part right here. Now that my hair is, you know, way longer now, and it's like, it's weird how it grew. Like it's like as my hair grow, you know, it locks at the same time. So like it always has that little new growth part where like you know, it's not locked or whatever, but that's just how the process works. That's just how it needs to work, because I mean that's the only way it makes sense, because that's just the only way it makes sense. Like, you know, as you're, because this part is already locked, so it's like there's not really much that can be done. So basically right here is where, like, you know, the new growth and the locking process occur, like right here. Okay, so as it grows or whatever, this part will lock, you know. So okay, I hope it makes sense to you guys. I try to like explain it in a way that you guys will understand, but that's basically how your hair grows. Of course, at the beginning stage, depending on, you know, sometimes you know, for most people at the beginning phase, your lock, like the whole process starts like in the middle. That's why like people would say like their little, like, you know, their hair are like fat in the middle, the ends are still soft, and you know, and the budding part start like in the middle of the twist or the comb coil. Okay, and then eventually it locks up, and then, you know, eventually the rest of the lock locks up. And most of the time the end part is the part that locks last, because that's just how it is. For me, I didn't have that much of a hard time with my ends sealing in and actually locking, because I remember I had straight hair before. I had a perm before I cut my hair and started locks or whatever. So once I turned, I believe, so I cut the perm ends, but I still had like a few, you know, straight parts in my hair. So once I turned 6 months, I believe, I think, yeah, once I turned 6 months, I actually cut those soft parts in, and then I just roll them, like, you know, seal them a little bit. And I feel like with that really helped to, like, you know, help them to like sealed and faster, and that's why, you know, you guys can see like all my ends are basically sealed. Like I don't have any stringly, you know, ends. All my ends are, all of my lock ends are basically sealed because I sealed them you know, a while ago, and I guess, you know, over time it just became stronger and stronger and tighter and tighter, and now they're pretty much sealed, except for the ones that I combine. You know, like for example, this one is still a little, like I can still see like a little, you know, stringly part. It's like not locked all the way. Like the ones I actually combined are the only ones that's not 100% sealed, but other than that, all of my, you know, locks are pretty much sealed. So yeah guys, so that's about it. I'm not gonna say anymore because I'm talking too much now, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any further questions about this topic, or if you guys have anything to add on to it, you can leave all that down below. If you have any questions or whatever down below, make sure you like, you comment, you make sure you're subscribed, because I am going to be dropping a lot more videos, so make sure you guys stay tuned, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you guys so much. Bye.